we all just need to calm down and realize that skinny jeans are not the enemy.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here. Boop.
Hey there, so I make a lot of trend related videos like thrifting fashion trends, styling fashion trends, giving my opinion on fashion trends, and usually in those videos I focus on, you know, hot and trendy trends, but instead today I wanted to talk about specifically outdated fashion trends, or at least what you think is considered outdated, because I had asked on my Instagram, which is alexsunshine83, for you to submit trends that you think are outdated or out of style, and I chose 10 different ones to style and kind of give a new life, because I would say most of these are from 2010 to 2015. Obviously, wearing something that is outdated isn't bad. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people in my comments saying like, I still wear that, and literally that's how it should be. Wear whatever makes you happy. And fashion trends always come back. There are a couple in this video that I can already see becoming trendy again in the next 1 to 2 years. So the first fashion trend we are going to be starting with is the skater skirt, with absolute icons during this time being Bethany Moda, Ariana Grande. The skater skirt came in multiple colors and patterns, but had an emphasis on giving a flowing effect that mimicked the skirts of figure skaters. I honestly think skater skirts are still pretty cute, but I feel like the way that they were styled back then is what made them outdated. Although the pleated tennis skirt had a resurgence 2 years ago, and the style of the pleated tennis skirt is basically the same as the skater skirt, just in the silhouette. So I actually see skater skirts coming back pretty soon. This floral skater skirt I decided to pair with a loose fitting crop top and a vest. Yes, I'm covering the swooshiness of the skirt, but this is how I would style any short skirt like this, and for me it makes it way more wearable. Back during the 2010s, the skater skirt really had a cutesy look to it, at least in my opinion. Yes, you could add combat boots and a spiked military jacket, but a lot of the silhouettes still gave young, which isn't bad either. Like, teens were wearing it, so obviously they looked young, but making it look more casual, like I just threw this on, takes away from that put together look it always was styled as. Then topping it with this type of chunky platform boot aligns it even more with my style now, which I'd recommend if you have a skater skirt or any of these outdated trends and you don't know how to style them to be more modern. Take core pieces of your current style and just pair them with the piece. I know that's pretty obvious, but when you have a piece like this that maybe you got during the 2010s, you really forget how to style it for your current style, because all you're thinking about is how you used to wear it, and sometimes it can make you like be stuck with styling it. Also, I just have to acknowledge I'm literally wearing a skater skirt that Miss Bethany Moda once rocked. Yeah. The next trend is the faux fur vest. And honestly, with the popularity of suit vests and sweater vests the past couple of years, I definitely see this coming back. But the way that it was styled back when it was super popular was with like skinny jeans or leggings, booties, and maybe a like black long sleeve top. I feel today we would emphasize the grandness of it, like really committing to the fact that we are wearing a faux fur vest. Very old Hollywood, very extravagant. So I did just that with pairing this one with a long slip dress and tying back the colors of the vest with my boots. I'm not trying to dress it down. I am truly executing it as being loud. With so many aesthetics like cottagecore and dark academia, we really love to commit to a theme regardless if it's practical. I don't know if this outfit could be considered in any aesthetic, but I honestly kind of love it. So my advice for something like this is to put it with contrasting materials like silk or even lace. I think it really pairs so well with slip dresses or any type of pajama wear. I had gotten the cold shoulder slash off the shoulder top a bunch, so I knew I had to do it, especially because cold shoulder tops like were everything to me. Maybe it was years of schooling telling me that shoulders were scandalous, but those cold shoulder tops really gave us the power to show our shoulders without getting dress coded. So I thrifted this, I guess, cold shoulder top. Like, the style is a little different than most that I was talking about, but I think it would still be considered outdated, which I was shocked how much I actually loved this top, especially with the straps being little bows. I paired it with this denim maxi skirt, cow print belt, and to tie in the bows on the top, I added these white heels with bows. I honestly really like this outfit. It's simple, yet the small details of everything just pulls it together. Obviously, I chose a white top, so it does make it easier to style. Something I saw in Steal Spotlight's video where she styled an off-the-shoulder top is adding a vest, and like, that is such a cute concept. So I did get inspiration and created this outfit with my denim vest, and usually I would just add a white t-shirt under it, but the little off-the-shoulder bit is so cute with this outfit and could be a great idea for any off-the-shoulder top. Now, I have to say, Chevron was the hardest one for me to style, I'm just gonna be honest. So I ended up putting together a couple of different outfits. I don't know why Chevron was so popular, but it was on everything, like literally in every single color, on clothing, on shoes, on home decor, like it was everywhere. And I don't think it's a bad pattern. I wouldn't say it's personally my favorite pattern. I had thrifted this Chevron dress that was so difficult to style. I think maybe because Chevron is so bold, possibly, but I first tried to put this yellow sweater on top of it because I thought of black and white with yellow could be fun, and I think it's fine with the chevron poking out at the bottom, but it wouldn't be something I'd necessarily wear. So I then thought of, let me style it with a clashing pattern like checkered. So I layered this checkered blazer on top. Maybe it's because it was like an off-white and black chevron versus white and black chevron that was throwing it all off. But I then just decided to go simple and make the dress a skirt instead. I had used a belt to tuck in the dress and this black t-shirt to give the illusion of a skirt and crop tee. Does it work? Maybe, maybe not. But this is something that would be a realistic way of me wearing chevron, and maybe it looking like a skirt is something more wearable than just a chevron dress, possibly because it being a dress, it's almost like too bold. So I would say if you own any chevron patterned piece that you just don't know how to style, take whatever the main color is in the chevron pattern and try to style it with those pieces. I think it takes away like how in your face the pattern is, especially because I then added this leather blazer that is actually the same off-white as what's in the skirt or like slash dress, and it made it way more wearable to me. Something I've actually seen on current trends lists is the high-low dress slash skirts. So even though it's outdated, it's also coming back. At least that's what the fashion people are saying. It isn't something I've necessarily written off, especially because maybe it's just me, but high-low pieces do have a cool purpose of creating shape to your body, especially compared to say like a long maxi dress, which I think for this, you can kind of go a couple different ways depending on your comfortability. But I had thrifted this faux leather top high-low dress and I decided to focus on layering. So I paired a white t-shirt under it and added a pop of color with my red boots. I think I do like the idea that with this high-low dress, you are seeing more of my red boots versus if it was just all one length. And then adding my black leather blazer, I just think it's a cool look. It's not something I would wear every day, but the silhouette is interesting. I did try to put a t-shirt over this dress and it just did not work. With any of these trends, layering is kind of your best friend. I feel like this particular trend was always styled just by itself. Like there was nothing added to it, maybe like a chunky statement necklace, but other than that, it was just like the dress. So I recommend adding layering to it to make it more wearable for 2022. And I feel like you can really go like maximalist layering, different colors and textures with it. I mean, you could put fun tights with it and it would like show because it's high-low and all that. So I had to do skinny jeans, especially for how roasted they were a year ago. And I think we all just need to calm down and realize that skinny jeans are not the enemy. The actual enemy is jean styles going in and out of style. Like jeans are so specific to you in your body and just your preference overall. Even though they aren't my preferred style of jean, I still understand them and I think they do have a place. With saying all that, I did try to specifically thrift the Topshop Joni jeans because those were like the skinny jeans. Like it looked like basically they had been painted onto your body because they were so tight and I wore them for years. But alas, the ones that I did thrift on ThredUp, I thought they were the Joni jeans, but they were in fact the Jamie jeans, which are, I mean, they're still skinny jeans, but like they aren't the Joni jeans, but we will just deal with what we have. So I paired this suit vest and little heels because skinny jeans I think can create a very put together look. Again, love my loose fitting jeans, but I actually didn't hate the skinny jeans. I definitely wouldn't wear anything that I would need to tuck in to the skinny jeans because with them being so tight and then having to add a bunch of fabric into the jeans, like it would just be super uncomfortable. So I definitely focus on crop tops or like button ups where I didn't tuck them in. I just see skinny jeans being styled with more basics personally. These ones were a little short, I will say. So there is a little leg skin action, but for the styling, I think it did work. I was kind of shocked how many people said tube tops are outdated, especially because in Wednesday's video, I talked about how tube tops are like trendy again. Tube tops, I think, were really big in the early 2000s, I'm pretty sure. I just feel like I remember seeing them the most during that time, but maybe they did come back during the 2010s. But anyway, I think tube tops should be a classic, like the tank top. It's literally the perfect piece for summertime. As long as you have one that like stays up and you don't have to constantly like pull it up. I paired this black tube top with just a long skirt and black boots, but I truly think you can style a tube top with anything. Jeans, trousers, shorts, like truly anything, especially if it's in a solid color. It does give that same like I'm gonna rock my bare shoulders vibe that the off the shoulder top did, but I think it's more simple than that. Okay, the next outdated trend is the kimono, and I think I'm just gonna call it a sheer cardigan because that's basically what it is. So yeah, these were everything to me back in 2013. I think it's because with my armpits sweating so much, like my armpits are literally just always sweaty, it was a great way to conceal it. It would like cover the sweat stains on my top without overheating. It was like the one way I did layer back then. I decided to put this floral one with some trousers and a floral pink tank top. I actually love the idea of the two florals together, especially because I used to only style it with solid colors or really random patterns like a chevron top with something like this, but styling these two florals together just makes sense to me. I think these are still perfect for like the beach, and I did try to tie it and tuck it in almost to mimic a button-up top, and it kind of works and kind of also doesn't. Truly, it basically is the same as me styling a normal button-up top, just unbuttoned. So I would say don't overthink styling these, and it does make a nice layering piece for summer. I don't know what this next one is called, like a strappy tank top or random caged chest top, but basically these. This is another one I wore a bunch, and you know, I get it. This is one that I think can still hold up today. Like styled differently, obviously, but with harnesses being styled casually and subversive basics, like I think this type of style can still be worn now. I personally first tried to style it on top of this Harley Davidson tee, which, you know what? I don't know if I actually liked it. I was just thinking of styling it with something that wouldn't cover up the detail of the top and instead emphasize it. And yeah, it's a look. I then actually layered it on top of a sheer lawn sleeve, and I actually think it looks great. I definitely see it being styled with all black or just more darker tones and leaning more in that direction. And at the time that it was big, I didn't wear a lot of jewelry, so I think it also helped in creating more interesting outfits than just a black tank top. Okay, I talked about a couple that I wore a lot, but the Peplum top was like me. I feel like I owned a Peplum top in every single color, every single pattern. Like, it just did something for my confidence because I was super insecure about like my stomach, which is just super silly, but it just helped me be able to wear clothes that didn't maybe emphasize a part of my body that I wasn't super confident with at that time. And I still think peplums are cute. Obviously, some of the styles of peplum tops that were really big weren't like my personal preference, but I think they still can work nowadays. I thrifted this floral one, which is just so of its time. Like, I can imagine going into Forever 21 in the 2010s and seeing this on a mannequin. I layered it on top of a puff sleeve blouse and patterned skirt. I really like the contrasting prints. I don't think I would have ever thought to layer it with like a puff sleeve. I mean, puff sleeve blouses weren't really that big back then when peplum tops were, but I just would have never even like thought about layering peplum tops in general. So I definitely recommend doing, if you have a peplum top and have some sort of like puff sleeve blouse, like pair them together. Alrighty, I hope I helped any of you that have some of these outdated fashion trends in the back of your closet, give them a new life and maybe more of like a modern spin. As always, 99% of everything I showed in this video is thrifted, so if you do like secondhand fashion and thrifting, then make sure to subscribe right down below. And if you would like to be part of future videos like this, then you can follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. A lot of times I ask for video ideas or like submissions for stuff like this and all that. And yeah, I hope you all have a super sunny day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!